Good morning again. It's the 15th. 10 days time it will be Christmas. Right, let's have another coffee. Coffee 15 is from Zambia. It is a Papa coffee. 3 out of 5. Let's have a go. Day 15, cars 15, coffee 15, which is, as we know, Zambia. Now this, it's kind of got a smell of autumn bonfires. And that is, straight down the line, a cup of filter coffee. When people who don't really know much about coffee talk about the flavour of filter coffee, I reckon that's the flavour they're thinking of. So, to the cars. It's the third day of BMWs. Now, when I planned out this, and I did plan it out, I was trying to concentrate on not getting the same manufacturer of slot cars 2 days running, rather than the same manufacturer of the full-size car. And then I thought, well, we might as well end up with some Carrera BMWs, followed by a Revo slot one, followed by these two, which are sideways 320 Group 5 cars. These were the first two sideways I bought. I did show you the Mark II Escort previously. I bought these because at the time I was kind of getting into this kind of a hobby level slot car. A lot of people were talking about the sideways Group 5 cars for racing and how good they were. So the first one I found was this one with the beautiful Fruit of the Loom livery on it. And then I needed another one. And I don't know, I'm not big on white cars, completely white cars, but there's enough colour on this, it pleases me. I kind of like the stripes. These are, of course, descendants of the BMW 2002, so another kind of Michelotti inspired design. In terms of being a slot car, they have got all the tricks on these. There's adjustable front axle heights. There's just 2 screws to hold the body on, so you get plenty of movement if you want it. They give you a little bit of gap float round the chassis, so you've got full body float, and the 5-point motor pod. So between all of those things, you've got plenty of adjustment on this car, and they're quite easy to adjust to get running well fairly quickly. I mean, obviously I take the magnets out of everything. They're fun to drive, but they're fun to drive in a slightly different way to, say, the Revo slot. The Revo slot is a bit of a hooligan car. You can kind of rip it around and just have a blast with it. These require a bit more of a precise driving style. Not as fussy about your driving as, say, a slotted car, but they do have quite a lot of slotted parts, so they're along that line, but they are again a little bit more forgiving. They don't mind living with the tail out ever so slightly round corners if you want to have a bit of fun with them, but they'll give you a good dependable lap if you want to drive neatly. You know, slow is smooth, smooth is fast, I think is the line, isn't it? So yeah, I'm really quite happy with these. If I might get a couple more, I'm not so sure. They're good cars, but and they're very robust on the outside. I mean, I've still got all 4 wing mirrors. I haven't had to glue any of these rear spoilers back on. I haven't lost a little blanking piece out of there, but that's it. And they've been used a lot, these cars, and abused a fair bit as well. This was really my learning to drive without magnets and with a proper hobby grade car. I did it with these two, and learning to adjust everything and getting the basics of tuning down. These were good learning cars for me. The interior is not as robust as the exterior. Both of these cars have suffered from the fact that these side windows have gone detached and slipped down, and this one, the interior has come loose by the looks of it. And it came loose once before, so I'm going to have to try and stick that back in with some foil tape or something, because it does bounce up and down, and it fails a little bit on the rear wheels, which, other than it being a rattly noise, it does affect it a little bit. But yes, sideways Group 5 BMW 320s. Great cars. Really enjoy driving them. Really enjoy tuning on them as well. What I don't really enjoy though is Mrs. Slottar's Christmas jokes. Certainly I don't enjoy them as much as you do. So here's another one. Why did the Christmas tree get kicked out of the party? He was too lit. See now, that joke would be funny, but the youth have ruined the language.